to let Jade H say hello to you guys and introduce herself, and then we're going to go into the questions. Hi to the team, Jade. Say hi to the world.
Yo, hello. What's up?
Evening, miss.
Right. Hello, how's it going?
I'm good. How you doing?
I'm good.
Good. So, today, we're going to get into it, find out a little bit about you, find out a little bit about your music, and whatever else comes to mind.
Yeah?
Alright, so first thing I want to know is, what your passion for music, where did that come from?
It's from when I was younger. I used to write a lot of poetry. Probably when I was real young, probably about 10, and it kind of turned into songwriting after a while. And then someone said, "Oh, your voice ain't that bad." So from there, I just started recording. So that's kind of how it started.
So when did you start recording?
Probably I was about 15, I think, in a studio in Southend. So.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then so the poetry, that was something you did.
Yeah, that's something I did when I was quite real young.
Okay, and when you say you were young, you said you're about 10 years old.
Yeah.
So what type of things does a 10-year-old write about in poetry?
It's kind of embarrassing, I don't even remember that, but I've always liked story writing and things like that. I think that's why most of my tunes now I write in a kind of story way, if that makes sense. So that's kind of how it started.
Okay. So would you say that's where the kind of creativity
I've
came
always
from?
been a writer, so
Alright. So when you first started, singing as opposed to rapping?
Yeah, I've not actually been rapping that long, so...
Oh, we're going to come to that in a minute. But, in terms of the singing, what were your kind of early musical influences with the singing and stuff?
When I was young, I used to listen to a lot of R&B, a lot of hip-hop and things like that.
Any particular artists?
I listened to a lot of Tupac when I was younger.
Oh.
A lot of commercial music as well.
Okay.
And stuff, but that kind of changed over time.
Okay. So the rhyming and singing, the singing came first.
Yeah.
After the poetry, and then the rhyming came into it.
Yeah.
Now, where did that come from? Where did you make the jump from singing to writing rhymes?
Well, I've always kind of wrote my own tunes, from singing wise.
Okay.
I was just developing my writing when I started.
Yeah.
And I did always actually want to rap, but I didn't have the confidence to do that before, so that's why that's kind of developed now.
Okay. So and you're like one of the rare artists that can kind of do both.
Yeah, I kind of like that because I would say I'm quite more of a commercial artist, so I always try to kind of keep the balance between singing and rapping.
Okay.
I think it's kind of nice to have both. You can do my own hooks, which is useful.
Okay, so you've been rhyming now for how long?
Rapping.
I've
been rapping probably about over a year now. So.
Just over a year.
Yeah.
See.
I'm coming for real.
Yeah, for real.
Halfway through 2012, so.
Really?
Yeah, I only started pushing my music since last year. So.
Okay, so how is it that you managed to kind of progress so rapidly?
I think it's just been like the people I've been around, and I've been quite lucky. I've been given quite a lot of advice and things, and people that I've worked with have kind of helped me progress as well. And my manager pushes me quite a lot.
Okay.
So yeah, that's kind of how I progress.
Alright. So would you say that in terms of the rhyming and singing, what would you say, I suppose, holds the largest place in your heart? What would you say you have a passion for more, the singing or the rhyming?
Rapping now.
Yeah?
I probably would have been singing before, but I think rapping I'm a lot more comfortable with now. Because I love writing, I find it easier to sort of say what I want.
So we're back in the building. Jade H in the studio with us this evening. Hello. So, what we're going to move on to now is kind of like, I want to ask you a question about what drives you. So, when you wake up in the morning, and I don't know, like you want to make music, what is it that kind of inspires you to get up in the morning and say, yo, I'm going to put something on a track today and it's going to be wicked?
I think it's just the enjoyment of doing it. That I enjoy doing music. I don't like to get too political with it because obviously sometimes that can stop the enjoyment. But yeah, it's just I enjoy doing it, and it's nice to accomplish something when you finish the track. And so yeah. So
this is a passion that's grown from young, from the poetry,
since
and
I've
then
been real young. But I was recording when I was 15, but sort of I didn't put anything out then. So.
So you mentioned something about political just a second ago. So what I want to ask you is I've noticed that in some of your music there's some quite deep issues that you talk about. So especially like in the track Angel that I heard, there was like some kind of interesting political issues that I found in there. And and I was surprised, like you being like relatively young person and that kind of content coming into your music. I was like, Cool. So she knows a little something. So, first of all, how is it that you, I suppose, came across them topics and thought, let me put that in my music?
Well, it's something that I've always been interested in, and I watch quite a lot of documentaries. I read quite a lot of things.
She's like me, you know.
Yeah, I'm quite obviously I don't go too deep into it, so I think some people just that's all they go into it too much. There's no point thinking of it like that, but like I do like to put it across in tracks as well, like things that obviously issues that I'm interested in, and that's something I always want to know more about.
So would you say that is I don't know, a bit challenging to deliver that information in a format that people can digest?
With that type of music, it's only so far you can go with that because it's not on a commercial sort of thing. It's not the sort of thing that would kind of get played because of obviously what I'm talking about. Yeah.
She knows the politics.
Yeah, so obviously there's they get blocked if you put stuff out like that. But when I started, I still wanted to do stuff like that, just because it interested me. I read a lot.
Right. So although you talk about it, you just sprinkle it in there, and you know that.
Yeah, that's why I do like some of that stuff, but then I do some slightly more commercial stuff as well, just to balance it out. But yeah. Okay.
And in terms of like the music scene as a whole, so at the moment, like UK artists, hip hop, R&B, whatever, they're doing really well at the minute, and everything's kind of moving forward at quite a quick pace.
Yeah.
So what I want to know is, what artists do you kind of listen to from the UK at the moment, and who's caught your eye?
Well, I used to listen to quite a lot of grime artists, but it's kind of changed. I listen to a bit more hip hop. I listen to a lot of like Margot, who I've worked with. Yeah. I also listen to a lot of females, like Lady Leisha and people like that as well. But I've been listening to quite a lot of American music lately as well. So.
Okay. Any American artists?
I quite like a rapper called Honey Cocaine.
Okay.
I've been listening to quite. She's not. Yeah, she's signed to Tiger's label, but yeah, I've been listening to a lot of her lately. I like her attitude and things. So.
Nice.
People that inspire me, I like to listen to.
Okay, and is there anyone? If you say, okay, let's put it this way: if you had to work with an artist, one UK artist, one American artist.
That's a big question.
Yeah, I know. I like big questions. So one UK, one American artist that you haven't worked with yet. Who would you work with?
If it's American artist, I would probably say
Honey Cocaine.
Yeah, because I like the whole female thing, and I like her attitude, and because she's quite new. UK, that's a hard question. There's a lot of artists I like, so it's hard to pick one.
Top 3.
Alright, do it. Top 3. That'll make it a bit easier, a tiny bit.
Female-wise, I'd quite like to work with Lady Leisha. Okay. I like her. I like her style as well. There's another few grime artists I like Get, some people like that I'd quite like to work with. Some of them.
Candy's pushing.
It's hard. Obviously, I really like Coke as well.
We had him in the studio as well.
Yeah.
Coke's doing his thing.
So there's a lot of people that like, so it's hard to pick.
That's the 3 you've picked.
No, but that's good because it shows.
Is everyone listening here out there? She picked 3. Those were the 3 she picked. Sorry, guys. Anyone else is listening? Sorry.
Can you don't start troubling here? Come on, but it shows with the fact that she's having difficulty that there's a lot of good UK talent out there coming up.
Upcoming talent as well.
Okay. And in terms of like the momentum that's coming with the UK artists now, what do you reckon that the UK artists need to do to keep the fire burning and pushing everything
forward?
More
as a team,
Yeah. There's not enough.
I'm not talking about everyone, but I feel like there's a lot of selfishness in the UK scene that I've come across. But I'm not saying that everyone's like that, but I think we need to. Everyone's like Team UK, but I don't feel like it's a team now. I feel like people need to help each other out more. So. Okay, so if there's a bit more harmony, and that'll happen.
Well, we can always pray for it and see what happens.
I think, but that's the only way you get further, by each other helping everyone. And
I agree. If everyone works together, everyone can move forward. But
make some money as well.
DjDange made money. So, that one there was entitled Sarah and Jay. That one's kind of deep.
Yeah.
And it was like, it's a different flavour to some of the other stuff that you had.
A bit more commercial, but I like to write about kind of issues and things like that. So.
Yeah, because it's good. Because that one there, I think, kind of shows your diversity a little bit, which is pretty cool. And on the flip side of it, with the singing and the other rapping of the deep issues as well, which is a good look. But Candy has got some things that she likes to ask you, woman to woman.
Okay.
You know? She's singing now and everything.
A little birdie told me that you dance.
Oh yeah.
So tell me about your dancing. Tell me about your twinkle toes.
I used to dance. I'm not really I'm not trained anymore, but when I was younger I did a lot of
You're not trained anymore. Do you suddenly get trained and not become trained again?
Yeah, I don't think I was good now.
So you sing, you rap and you dance?
Yeah, I did a lot of hip hop and Latin American when I was younger, so yeah.
Okay. So when we see Jade released out there, commercial, we're going to see you breaking.
Could be a little dark.
Breaking.
It's not about breaking. I gave that a go once, it didn't go that well.
Okay, so you're going to be crunking, rapping, and then slow down for...
Mix it all up there.
Okay, I'm excited. I'm going to wait for that. So let's go into the whole female thing. Female solidarity.
Yeah.
So it must be really hard. So now the hip-hop scene, especially the UK hip-hop scene, is a male-dominated industry. What challenges have you faced as a woman in the game?
Well, in a way, like sometimes I see it as a good thing because it's like there's so many like males in the industry. It's good because there's more opportunity. But that's how I see it. I've not looked at it in like a negative way. So.
Okay, let's look at your geographical location.
That's
being from Essex.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's got nothing to do with being female. It's just your postcode.
Yeah.
How has it been?
Some barriers.
Go and share them with us.
Well, it's more because people say, oh, because I'm rapping, they're like, oh, she's a country girl, like, why are you rapping? But like, I look at it as like, it doesn't matter where you're from, you can do whatever you like, but it's in what you say, and that's why when I write tunes, I'm really careful about what I say. Like, I don't talk about hood stuff, I don't talk about anything like that, because that's not real, and a lot of people that do talk about that are fake anyway. I'm not saying everyone, but a lot of people are.
Agreed.
That's why, like, obviously it causes barriers, because people like are hating against it because where I'm from, but like, I always keep it real, I always talk about stuff that's like true, or that's actually happened to me, so I never try sort of going on that underground route.
But on the real, when you think about it, I wouldn't mind seeing someone rapping on Towie.
I don't know about that. See, I don't see myself as like a typical Essex girl. I don't associate myself with Towie. No, I can't lie, I watch it.
She's trying to dig a hole for you.
No. What I'm going to say is, well,
I do watch it.
I like Professor Green.
Yeah.
And he's got a little bit of Chelsea.
Yeah,
so at the end of the day, what's wrong with a bit of Towie? That's
There's
what I'm
nothing wrong
saying.
with it.
But, you know, you're making a name for yourself, so you've got to do what you've got to do.
Yeah.
So what advice would you give for females who want to get into the industry?
I think it actually all is just about hard work and determination. Just keep doing every opportunity you get, take it, because it can always open another door. That's what I've found. So
keep on doing your thing.
Yeah. It doesn't matter what people say, just do your thing.
So young females coming up now, so you're saying the hard work and the networking side of it.
Yeah.
So because that's important.
It's
like
you know what you know.
Exactly. So in terms of
looks helps.
Listen to this one.
At the end of the day, I'm looking at Jade H, and she ain't nobody's friend. So that's what I'm saying. It helps.
She said that looks helps to sell records. She said.
And she wants to push records, right? You're not singing in your bedroom. You want everyone. You want to share your music with everyone.
Yeah, I do.
So we have to educate the music industry and people that want to get into the music industry. It's about packaging.
It is.
Packaging is about the product and about how you're going to sell that product. And if you have the look like Jade does, then you're going to make it.
Alright, you say the look. Which look?
It's called swagger. Swagger. In Jade's circumstance, I'd say swagger with a bit of Towie.
Oh God.
Swagger with a Towie. Back to the networking. He's trying to sidetrack the interview. Back to the networking. In terms of like the young female artists, like what type of things do you say that they need to do in terms of the networking stuff that they need to keep on top of to make sure that they're progressing forward?
Like with me, like I worked with most people that I like their music. So and obviously like when you meet one person, they introduce you to someone else. So yeah, I did a lot of networking obviously on Twitter and Facebook and things like that, and that's how I kind of got into what I've done because I met one person and then through them I met someone else. So it's just about keep networking and working with everyone you can.
And they're all loyal. They're kind of working and networking with you on a level. You're not getting time wasters.
Yeah, there's always time wasters. But I just cut them off straight away. As soon as I find they're a time waster, they're gone. I've had that with a lot of people. I know they've had that same thing with producers and things like that. But as soon as someone's unprofessional, just cut them off.
Okay, sounds of Jade H in the building. Okay, so we've talked about you.
Yeah.
We've talked about the UK scene. We talked about where your music came from. But we haven't talked about your music itself until now.
Missed that bit out.
Yeah, kind of forgot. So, first of all, the last project you did is the Pick and Mix mixtape.
Yeah.
Is that the first project that you worked on properly?
Yeah, it's the first project. That's when I first started rapping.
First started rapping?
That's the first time I actually started rapping that properly. So.
Okay, so what made you make the decision to step from the bedroom, as it were, into the studio and put something professional together?
What, rapping wise?
Yeah.
I actually got approached by someone to come down to the studio because I did one track rapping before that. I never did another one after that, and I did.
You wanna big up to someone who set it up?
No,
no, not really. All right, then keep it moving.
No, I was gonna mention it. There's a producer called Rick Ross.
Okay.
He actually invited me to come down to rap, so that's kind of where the Pick and Mix project started.
Okay.
So,
So, in terms of the project, who is it that you worked with on the project?
a lot of it on there is just my tracks, but I worked with a lot of different producers like Set to Impact, Manami. I think there's one produced by Dot Rotten on there, and like the guy that I was recording with produced some of the had some drum and bass stuff on there as well. So.
Okay. Okay, so Dot Rotten was producing on the track on the.
There was one track that he produced with Impact too, I know. So.
Okay.
He used some of their productions.
Because like for rookie artists at the time to come and work with someone like Dot Rotten on their first thing.
Yeah, well, it's just because it wasn't through Dot Rotten directly, it was through Impact who I've known for quite a while.
Yeah, so what I'm saying is that the fact that he worked with you, that must mean that he must have respected your stuff, and he's quite well renowned on the scene.
I'm not sure if he's heard my stuff. But yeah, I used some of them because they work together quite a lot, so I used some of their beats.
Yeah, because I've listened to some of your older stuff.
Yeah.
And today, for the first time, I listened to some of the newer stuff. And to me, I can see a big leap and progression in your music. What's happened? What was the transition that kind of pushed you up?
I think it's just like natural progression. Like the more you write, the more sort of. Because when I first started rapping, obviously I didn't know too much. So the more I've been around people and being told stuff and just writing all the time, you just naturally progress. So
it's kind of soaking in the
I've kind of changed
information.
genres a bit, and now I know what I want to do and where I want to go. So it's kind of just finding myself there.
See, that's the journey of an artist, finding yourself in your music. That's wicked.
I think I found me now.
Are you sure? So in terms of what's coming up, so we've heard about the previous one, and you mentioned just before we played that last track that there's an album on the way. Is the album in progress? So is it finished?
It's finished. I've sent it over. So it's through a label, my album.
Okay.
I did it for a label, so that should be coming out over the summer.
Independent?
It was a distribution deal, sort of an umbrella of Sony. So I'm doing a couple of albums for them.
Nice.
So I've just sent that over to the US, and hopefully they're going to release a single for that and then the album. So that should be good.
So what can we expect from it?
Well, it's a lot different to Pick and Mix. Like, there's not any grime on there. It's like hip hop, a bit of dubstep. So yeah, it's slightly more commercial, but I've always kind of aimed for it in the middle, like between underground and commercial. Always try it in the middle there. So.
Okay. And is there anyone that you worked with that you can let us know on the album?
There's quite a few singers on there. Maya Sky, I worked with her. She's a really good singer.
Maya Sky.
Yeah, part of Manami. Yeah, she's really good. There's Nina Alexis on there, another singer as well, who's really good that I work with. But a lot of the majority of it is sort of just my work, because I'm hoping to go out to US in the summer and perform. So.
Nice.
Yeah, it should be good.
This year?
Hopefully this year, yeah. Depending on work.
Across the seas.
Yeah, it'll be good.
Okay. So, on the album itself, like, what tracks are you feeling on it? Like, if the company came to you and said, look, we want you to select your first 3 singles.
Okay.
Right? You want to select 3 singles?
Hard,
yeah, I know. I like these ones. You want to select? Okay, let's start with the first one. Like, if you had to release one track of the album, what would it be?
One of my favourite tracks is the Higher track that you picked.
Okay.
Yeah, I like that track.
That's my favourite.
That's your favourite.
Candy likes that one too.
I got inspired to write that, so yeah, that definitely would be one of the 3.
Okay.
I got an R&B track in there as well, which I think you've got as well. I quite like. It's more commercial.
Yeah.
But I like to kind of try different genres, so.
Okay.
Yeah, I quite like that one.
And in terms of the Higher track, what is it about that track that kind of
I don't know, the
captures you?
I don't know, well, it's basically Margaret said to me that write what you do.
Oh, really?
So, yeah.
Yeah?
That's kind of how it came. We actually went to Amsterdam to shoot the video, so yeah, it was good fun.
Okay, and is the video out?
Yeah, it's out. Yeah, it's on
Okay.
the Press Play channel. So.
Press Play channel.
Yeah, big up Press Play.
Oh, nice. So the album's coming out.
Yeah.
We're looking to see if we can get down to America and do some performances.
Hopefully.
What else is coming up for Jade H? What's on the horizon? What's the master plan? Let us know.
Well, I'm working on another mixtape now, so that's going to have a lot more collaborations on. I've worked with quite a lot of new people recently, a lot of people from Manila.
Are you already recording?
Yeah, I'm
Nice.
starting to go straight into it.
Not stopping.
So yeah, I've worked with quite a few different people, so it's going to be quite interesting. I've got quite a lot of collabs coming up.
Okay.
I'm hoping to put some videos out for it. Should be good. So.
Okay, so we've got the mixtape coming, and then we've got some more videos coming.
Yeah, some more collaborations and stuff. So.
And in terms of, I don't know, like your career now, if you could like plan out your career and say this is how it's gonna go step by step, and this is where I'm gonna end up.
Well,
How would the story
I tried
go?
to end up signed in the end to like a major label, but I think at the moment I still want to progress like lyrically and with flows and things like that. So I want to wait till I'm definitely ready.
Yeah.
Before sort of I think about that. I think I've still got a bit more progression. Yeah.
Okay, so we want to progress, and then we're gonna see at
Gonna
Wembley
put all the
Stadium
work in.
thousands of people.
Yeah, I kind of jump
Performing.
between careers, so it gets a bit difficult sometimes.
Yeah,
But
yeah. There's never enough time in the day.
Yeah.
Trust me. But what we're gonna do, I want you to let people know the name of the album, all your Twitter and Facebook information, all of that, so they can know where to find you and holler at you and get to know your music.
yeah, my album's called Imperfections, so that should be out over the summer, hopefully.
Okay.
Delayed on that one. And my Twitter is Jade_House. Same with my Facebook's Jade H Artist.
Yeah. Instagram, any of that?
Yeah, Instagram Jade H Artist, and my YouTube channel is just Jade.
If you just locked in, we've got Jade H in the building, and I must say it's a pleasure having her company. We've caught enough jokes, we play their tunes, but you know how we do it. Every artist that comes on our show has to show their talent.
When these others lost their heads, and now I'm making getting bitchy and they acting like they're jealous, like they started on their head. And now I found my voice, I'm gonna make it known. And they see my face, I'm gonna get it shown. When it comes to labels, no, I need my own. But it's a long, hard road to the throne. Yeah, they say I'm from the country, turning trees into paper. And I'll be lying back, putting cheese through the grater. I'll be thinking positive, I don't see the haters. They're the only ones that will be seen as money makers. Now I'm trying to live my life, just let me breathe. When every way I turn, I feel surrounded by disease. Makes it harder to keep aiming higher to achieve. And it's only after years that I start to believe. I say, Lord, will you save me? To get higher, I just keep getting wavy. Too many hearts that the money make changes. I've never rapped about the hood. I've never rapped about the hood, shooting guns or knives. So before you start talking shit, listen twice. Saying that we're equal, but they hating cause I'm white. But most people rapping hood ain't about that life. And I'm always fucking honest, always staying real. I was going round in circles like a rolling wheel.
Oh man, what can we say? That was the sounds of Jade H. Yeah, we've got to say this lady is very lyrical, talented. I'm just listening to the bars while she's doing the freestyle. Ain't it, Cuts? Yes. Alright, Inner City. There we have it. I want to say massive love goes out to Jade H for blessing us with her company tonight.
Thanks for having me.
Yeah, you're welcome, you're welcome, you're welcome.